Hello everyone, it is I, Reverse, and welcome to today's News Flash. In this video I will bring you the latest updates on events in Knights and Dragons, and as always I'll go through them briefly and give you guys my thoughts and opinions about the events. So this week we have a few less events than last week because last week was seriously packed with events. So I'm just gonna go and make this as short as I can for you guys, so that way we can discuss everything and go over the event. So the first event this week is the Future Fighters Blitz Guild War with the featured element, which is air this time. And then we have Treat Yourself. Spend some gems and you're gonna get some bonus rewards for doing so. And then of course we have Cyclops. Keep an eye on the Cyclops. And finally the last event this week is the weekly arena tournament. It's called Monster Mash, and you have the chance of winning the Druidic Plate Mill, which is actually quite incredible. So currently it is actually the 30th of May, and that means happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mama. It's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Okay, that's out of the way. The world knows I've been congratulating my mom. She turned 52 today, which is quite amazing. An amazing age. I'm very happy, mom, if you're watching this. I love you a lot, you know that. But you probably won't be watching this. There's like a 99% chance that you won't be seeing this, but that's okay. The world knows I've been congratulating you, and that's good enough for me. So it is the 30th of May, and that actually means that the Pharaoh Transy tournament has been ended. As we all know, it was the Ages of Sky Majesty we could actually win last week. We're actually gonna take a look at the champions this week. First position with 703,000 points, we're gonna find Cameron here. He win the Ages of Sky Majesty Plus. I think it's more for the medals than the actual armor, because the armor absolutely sucks. They did more points than last week. Second position we have Greg with 611,000 points, and then in third position, is it Avil? Is it EV1? Is it Evil? I think it's Evil Rage with 527,000 points. Really amazing stuff there. Yeah, last one winning the Age of Sky Magie as well, and that's even, like, seriously, I got like rank 55,000. I didn't do anything at all this week. Was occupied with other stuff, bringing out different types of episodes to you guys. So this is really horrible. We're gonna get like 4 gems and 60,000 points. I believe I've never gotten this low, truthfully. So we're gonna take a look at this week's arena. It is Monster Mash with the Druidic Plate Mill, which is quite amazing. Let's take a look at the actual awards here. If you actually wanted to take a go at the arena this week, I feel that this time would be your chance, because this time they are releasing the Druidic Plate Mill in the arena. And now I feel that this armor is amazing. I really like this armor a lot. Out of the fusible epics, I feel that this one is one of the best one out there, because the elements are spirit and earth. So the only real weakness here is fire. So that would be amazing in my lineup. I do also really think that with this armor it's nice to have the stats balanced, because the elements are very close together, and I feel that there's gonna be a lot of points here. There's gonna be fireworks in the arena. I feel that people are actually gonna go for this plus version, so my expectation here is that there's gonna be at least 1 million points for someone who's actually going to win that Druidic Plus. Now the regular version of course is gonna be fusible, which is the only downside in my opinion, but you know, it's its debut, so it's a very nice armor. I do believe that because of the fact that the Stalwart Vanguard right now is available through the Epic Guild War, or has been released, that this is part of the reason why they decided to bring it out right now. That being said though, Druidic is a very nice epic. I would really suggest you guys go for it. I really feel that this armor is a very nice armor. Let's move on to the legendary, by the way. Swampstone Plate Mill. Swampstone Plate Mill, if I take a look, it's actually a older legendary. It's not really amazing. I covered it before in the past. It comes from the Swamp Demon, which started on the 2nd of October. The elements are water and earth. I would really suggest you guys don't go for this, because this armor is not worth it. Make sure to just fuse it away, or just keep it for kicks. The armor looks quite nice in the third form, that's what I do have to say, but this armor isn't really good at all. Gree, get them better. Like, I know they were worse before, but make sure to make them a little bit more recent, at least after 2013, you know. Okay, moving on. The next one is even worse. It is the Mountain Vine Shroud. Now, in case you guys didn't know, the Mountain Vine Shroud was actually part from the epic boss. Although you guys might not know this, it is actually from the Mountain Man Gorlock, which was released on the 13th of March 2013. So this is ancient for Knights and Dragons. It really is. The armor itself, the element is gonna be Earth. But what's even funnier is when you take a look at the armor of the Infernal Lord, the stats are higher by far than the Mountain Vine Shroud, which I feel that is an absolute disgrace to people who are actually gonna give a go in the arena. The only thing that this thing is of course nice for to fuse it away, but you've seen on my channel that I haven't had any luck with this thing whatsoever. But that being said, we're going to be moving on. Of course, make sure to not forget about your weekly quest line. If you finish it off entirely, you're going to get some gems for the trouble. And funny little detail here is that there's no gem sales ongoing this week. Speaking about gems, the reason why I find it weird is because of the next event. It is Treat Yourself. If you treat yourself, you're going to get some bonus rewards for spending the gems in game. Now, of course, you have the chance of getting the Specter Shroud, but you gotta spend like 5,000 gems to do so. The first reward is of course gonna be the best in my opinion, because you're gonna spend some 50 gems in game. Doesn't matter where it is, you're going to get a Spirit Fusion Boost armor. I think that's a nice thing. Now the second one is actually quite funny. I just noticed this, but it's the Wraithscale armor plus. And in case you didn't know, in the last episode I fused this away. So, by any chance, Gree, are you watching my channel? No, are you actually watching my channel or my progress? And did you know I was gonna make a recording out of that? But Wraithscale armor is a pretty nice, legendary. It's not bad at all. I used it with a lot of fun. I feel it's getting a little bit outdated lately. Not really all that much, but yes, really, you know, it's a few months old, but it's not all that bad, you know. You can still have a go with it, you can still have a blast with it. It's just not worth the amount of gems you need to spend it to get it, but then again, it's a freebie, you know. So, next, the Specter Shroud. I actually do want to talk a little bit about this. I kind of feel they could have had a better deal in this, because they keep making it just one stronger than before. Specter Shroud is pretty low on defense. It's even worse in the arena. I found myself to beat it every single time I found it in the arena. It's not a threat to me whatsoever, but it looks pretty impressive. That's what I gotta say. The weapon looks really cool. But yeah, of course the plus version is gonna be stronger, but it's still, there's a huge gap in there. It's highly offensive. It's a real powerhouse, but it's not a defensive wall at all. So that being said, let's move on to the next event. It is the Fusion Fighters Blitz Guild War. And this time, it is actually going to be on a Saturday, which is quite nice, actually, lately it's been on a Saturday. And I really like that a lot, because on Sunday I don't have anything to do. So I usually end up editing videos or recording some other stuff. But this time we can actually focus on the arena. And I'll be, of course, releasing an episode on Sunday with the Guild War results. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, so that way you guys can stay updated on everything that I'm doing on Knights and Dragons. If you subscribe on Sunday, there will be a news episode or a report episode in which we're going to recap on the entire Guild War. I'm going to be comparing the last top 10 to this top 10. Of course, my guild is going to be top 20, top 250. We are going to make it. Don't you worry about it. Of course, we're just going to try. We don't know if we're going to make it. But if you guys by any chance are interested to still join my guild, you can always hit the video description. There's a link there which will bring you to our official application progress. Wait, did I just really say progress? I meant process. If you follow the instructions, you can actually join my guild. It should be pretty self-explanatory. It should be no problem whatsoever if you actually read and follow what is on there. So, with that being said, let's move on to the last event. This time, we gotta keep an eye on Cyclops, because we got an extra eye and he doesn't. I really like that pun, by the way. The one that Gree did, not mine. But it's Cyclops. And Cyclops, well, let's talk about Cyclops here. It's a Spirit Mono Epic Boss, and I think it looks quite impressive. It's a little bit plain, but I do have something to say about this. Well, I really feel it's a little bit weird that Cyclops is a Spirit Mono, because I feel that Cyclops should be an Earth type. Just aside from the fact that it's of course the color makes what it is, like, because they added purple in the epic boss, that means that the epic boss is of course gonna be Spirit. But what I want to say is, I really feel because it's such a hack and slash type of monster or creature, that it should be a Earth type at least. But you know, that's just my opinion about it. What I'm also curious about is why Cyclops is such a generic name, a generic name that I do not understand why they didn't bring this out sooner, as in, you know, as in Knights and Dragons. But that's just, again, my opinion. Now let's talk about the epic boss armor. The epic boss armor, not the Cyclops Battlegear, but the armor that Cyclops is actually wearing. I think it looks quite amazing. The little chain around the chest looks really cool with the skulls on it. And I really like the axe. I really do like the axe. And I'm not sure, but on the Cyclops Battlegear, I'm going to take a look now. Let me see. Okay, so he actually is wearing the axe, and I think that looks pretty cool. So that means that the epic boss armor, the Cyclops Battlegear, actually looks quite cool. I do really like it. It's just that if I could add one little detail on the actual armor, at least make it like it's one eye for some reason. Like, have two small eyes there, so the warrior would potentially be capable of seeing, but have one fake eye on top of the forehead, so that way it actually looks more on a Cyclops, you know. That's just my opinion on it. I do really like this. It's once again one of the epic bosses that's going to be yeah, more easygoing for us, because it's going to be easier to defeat, as it is just a spirit mono. Just use fire against it, everything will be fine. The Nemesis looks really bad. Let's not talk about it. The stats of this armor, of course, are gonna be amazing, but it doesn't top the Death Shroud. That's all I want to say. So yes, with that being said, that's gonna be it for this week on this event of Knights and Dragons news and updates. And feel free to actually also express your thoughts and your opinions about these events with everyone else down in the comment section below. And if you by any chance have a question after this episode for me, make sure to ask it on ask.fm/reversalknd. And as always, if you guys are interested to see more from me on Knights and Dragons, you can always follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Twitter, you can hit the like button on my official Facebook page, and the links of those will all be provided in the video description. So yes, that's gonna be it for this week. I want to thank you guys all so much for tuning in for your weekly Knights and Dragons news, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, if you guys actually did like it, make sure to boom, give it a thumbs up. I am Reversal, bringing you your weekly Knights and Dragons news. I will be signing off, and I'll see you guys next week.